Check it out. I got me some insulated, I don't even know what the hell they are for, but I found 8 of them, double-sided. And I got this wire, so they're really rigid. See, right there. They look dirty, but they're really not. It's just weird light. See, there's my horrible room. I'm not going to show you that part. It's just, morning mess, coffee, cigarette, butt stuff. Okay, what else we got? There's my shop vac. You've heard all about that. I'm definitely in the process of making my room better. That's my blender. Check it out. It came with stuff. There's my hat. That's my hat. You've seen my hat. That's my possum. He's got stains from I don't know what. Nothing filthy, but he needs to go into the wash. And then he can be a star of future videos. See, there's that thing. And my kitchen, which is a wreck. Oddly enough, I could clean this up and including doing all the dishes again. Probably have that done in an hour. Hot plates down there, rack stuff, nothing too unusual. That's my fridge and my freezer. I got the freezer for free, and of course the fridge came with the room. So these refrigerators are good for a lot of stuff, but you can't freeze nothing in them. And what else? I think I will show you my horrible set, which you've seen a million times. So it gets better than this, but this is the wreckage. I'm a slob. I'm really a slob. But as you well know, I'm working on it. It's better than it was. Yeah, so imagine it was worse than this before. Yeah, it's a little work. And this is my perpetual project shelf, which I've never been able to keep straightened, and probably never will, because it changes every day. I'm digging through stuff, losing stuff, especially when the process of thinking about doing some little construction things, which I do a lot of when my brain is active. I fart around. There's little hobo technology, hillbilly technology, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. My project deck, which I don't show because I don't know. There's no reason at all for it to be private, but it is because, I used to be married and I've had a lot of girlfriends, and they'd poke through my stuff without asking. Little kids would show up and destroy my stuff. I never had any privacy at all. It drove me crazy. Especially Janet. She had a big ass family and grandkids and stuff, and they didn't understand that I wanted time alone once in a while. I wanted people to not mess with my stuff, not break my VCR every time the kids would want to put in a movie, and sick of marker pen on the sheets. My private stash of food, my cheese especially, disappearing when I put little signs. This is Mark's. Take anything else, but this is Mark's shelf. Please. I'd come home from work after a really horrible long day, and my cheese would be gone, or my beers would be gone, and it was always, we'll get more for you later. It's like, I don't need it later, and you're not going to do it anyway. And anyway, I want it now. I don't want to wait. I know I have 4 beers in that fridge, which I wanted to drink and then drink more, but get more later. But I want them right now. just grouchy old man, caked in filth from metal polishing for one thing. Dirtiest ass job in the world. One of the hardest. One of the most dangerous too. It's fucked up. So yeah, women, women. I was a terrible spouse, so I'm not for me. Not for me to say. They were probably better than me, but I was not cut out to be anything but single. And when you get old, becomes, I don't know, more desirable to be alone, I guess. I'm kind of tired of being alone. But the options are worse, I think. I don't know. I'm too old and ugly to even think about, yeah, hooking up, as you kids call it, with, well, anybody. I'm not fit. God, this room needs work. Well, it's actually not as bad as you might think, because there's a tiny, tiny little room, and my universe is contained in here. And every time I do something, it's because of the domino effect. The room can be perfectly wonderful, and then 15 minutes later, maybe doing a video or cooking or doing anything, or sneezing, everything's destroyed. And yesterday was pretty straight, except for the kitchen area, which is, I haven't cooked for a while, so that's, doing other stuff. You tend to chuck things to another surface, because in a small room, I don't know, you gotta. You don't have any options. You can't put projects away for later and not look at them, because they're right there. They don't go away. Yeah. See. I wish I could flip the camera, but you can't do this and keep the video, because, well, it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. Tubes. I always forget to say tubes. Not sure if I really like it, but it's what you kids are doing these days. Yeah. So that's my coffee thing. No, I don't make coffee in the pickle jar. It's just let it drain off in there. So, cigarettes. I smoke a lot. That's a chicken can. Perfect size. Who needs a fancy ashtray? Used to use this sardine can, but too small. Too easy to tip. Do I smoke in bed? Every chance I get. Am I going to die from doing it? No, that would be rude to my neighbors. I'm pretty conscientious. Yay. That's the coolest. I love having the pipe on my ceiling. That's pretty groovy. It's something to look at. Kind of Shawshank's Redemption. Yeah, it's not sturdy enough to hang myself. I already asked. It's like, nah, bad idea. You gotta kill yourself somewhere else, which I'm not going to do. No self-harm. No harming anybody. Unless, well, somebody tries to do my friends harm. I'll definitely take care of that. Not well myself, but that's recreational. Actually, that wouldn't trouble me at all. I've gone very close to killing people a couple times. Oh, yes. Very close. Very, very close, and I didn't give a shit. So, those were different times. But once you have it, and you have it, and once you break through barriers, I don't give a shit anymore. I'm going to take care of this crap right now. Once you hit that level for any length of time, you have no more fear left anymore. When I started telling myself and telling cops that what can a cop do to me? Now think it through, Ossifer. You could arrest me. Been to jail doesn't doesn't bug me. Just doesn't bug me that much. I've been to jail once. That's another barrier. I once been to jail a bunch of times. Like, well, I know how to do jail. Sometimes it'll save your life. Okay, I'll just detox here. It's not pleasant, but they'll keep an eye on me. And they'll feed me, and I'll read cowboy books. And the only downside is not smoking, but that's a small price to pay. It's kind of like being in the mental hospital. Yeah, you can't smoke in there. That was really the downside because I liked the loony bin. I liked it. It was well compared to what I was going through, and it was kind of coin toss whether I wanted to live and die or die. So I guess I chose to not die. So there you go. Kind of on that state too. Don't really care about living, but I don't want to die quite yet. And sometimes I imagine that people are benefited by my prattle, which I guess some people are. I don't know. I have no idea. Honestly, it's not fake humility. It's just, it is what it is. Tubes. So this is my life without lectures or fluff or any of that because I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not, I'm depressed, but I'm not really depressed. I'm not suffering. I'm not, I laugh at my own craziness, which is, it's, I have enough Irish in me to make that knee-jerk reaction. That's what I'm just, a Euro mutt essentially, but you know, we were born for endurance. We don't get allergies. uh, uh, PTSD is just a way of life. you know, yeah, it's a bummer. But it changes you. But essentially, it's erosion. It's not what you start out with. It's kind of what you lose, and is what that really matters. It's really that. It's essentially that. So you got to take that into account. Don't measure yourself with other people. That doesn't work anyway. And if you start doing that, it means you're uh, dense. You're pretty much boring. You become one of the boring people. I can be boring, but sometimes I'm funny. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't care anymore. Well, I do care that people like me. That's really neat. And people seem to care about me. And YouTube's very good for that because I happen to have the best subscribers that anybody could ever ask for. Stunningly good people. Well, okay, this is going to be a long video, which means nobody's going to watch the fucking thing, but I don't much care anymore. I do, but I don't. I'm tired, stayed up all night, the days sleeping, and that just, you never feel quite encompass mentis. You never do. Maybe I never do. I don't fucking know. At this point, I'm just going to make a second large cup, a cup of coffee that I'll regret later, and I'll do it again, and I'll do it again, and you can't stop me because I'm a grown up and you're not here. Oh, hey, take care, you good, wonderful people.